Good morning and welcome to Daybreak on WGRZ Plus. Today we could learn more about whether a deadly shooting in Buffalo is connected with a tragic scene in Cheektowaga where one adult and two children were found dead inside a home. Two on your sides, Rob Hackford joins us live in the newsroom. He's been following this all morning for us and joins us now with the latest. Good morning, Rob.
Yeah, good morning, Pete. And a spokesperson for Cheektowaga Police says we could get that update sometime this morning. They're working to finalize the details and when that briefing will be held. But police yesterday were called to that home on Ellen Drive where those three individuals were found dead near Union and Worley around 3 p.m. For what was initially a wellness check. 911 audio telling us that this was the scene when our crews got there. You can see the area blocked off, police gathering evidence here. A spokesperson for Cheektowaga Police telling us they are still in the very early stages of this investigation, but there does not appear to be a danger to the public. Police have not named the victims or told us their ages, but again, we're expecting an update sometime today. Meanwhile, in Buffalo here, police have arrested a man in connection to a homicide on Grant Street near Military Road, where a man died outside a deli after being shot in the chest around 2 p.m. yesterday. Police have charged Salah Muhammad with one count of second-degree murder. And according to Erie County property records, Muhammad is the owner of the home on Ellen Drive in Cheektowaga, where that adult and two kids were found dead. And we spoke to a neighbor at the scene.
Nothing like this has ever. I've never even heard of a robbery except for a bike robbery in this area. I don't know anything. I only know that the school bus stopped at their driveway every morning. It's just a quiet neighborhood. It's always been a quiet and safe neighborhood. You walk down the street at night and you feel safe.
Yeah, police sources tell 2 on your site that Buffalo police are investigating a connection here between the Grant Street shooting and the triple homicide on Ellen Drive in Cheektowaga. Again, Pete, Cheektowaga police finalizing a time when they'll share additional details with us today. We plan to stream that live on our WGRZ Plus app as well as the WGRZ app. On your side of the newsroom, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. And a man is recovering from serious injuries after he showed up at Buffalo General Hospital with gunshot wounds to his legs and his back. Buffalo police say he arrived around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They were able to identify a scene at Madison and Brown Streets. If you have any information, call police. An update now to a story we first told you about yesterday on Daybreak. We now know a woman is dead and a man is fighting for his life following a crash at one of Niagara Falls' busiest intersections. Police say a 74-year-old woman was driving on Niagara Falls Boulevard when she hit a car on Military Road just before 6:30 yesterday morning. The woman died of her injuries. The driver of the other car, a 61-year-old man, is said to be out of surgery but remains in critical condition. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And New York State Police are investigating a deadly crash involving a pedestrian in the town of Lockport. Troopers say 81-year-old Leroy Smith was hit by a vehicle on Sunset Drive just after 9:30 Friday night. Smith later died from his injuries. Now the driver, a man from Grand Island, stayed at the scene and is cooperating with investigators. The crash remains under investigation. Toward your side is also following a fire at a home on Kmart Drive in Amherst yesterday. Officials say the fire started in the garage. Luckily, everyone inside was able to get out safely. Firefighters arrived to see smoke and flames coming out of the left side of the garage. The chief at the scene said there were some challenges for firefighters getting through the garage to put out the blaze.
Our crews pulled up, stretched a hand line, opened the garage up. We encountered some hoarding type conditions and were able to extinguish the fire relatively quickly. There were some moderate issues making access. However, we had some additional saws come out to help us gain entry to the garage where the fire was located.
And officials say the fire thankfully didn't spread past the garage and the home will be fine. So on your side can now confirm that the Buffalo police officer Mark Hurst has been released from the hospital. Now you'll remember he was shot last week by a suspect while responding to a domestic call on Sherman Street. Police say he was shot 6 times, once in each calf, once in the thigh, once in the upper arm, and twice in his bulletproof vest. The alleged shooter, Minhaj Siddiqui, is charged with attempted murder. He was also shot during the incident. We have not received an update on his condition. It is now 9:04, and local Congressman Tim Kennedy is introducing a new bill in response to the death of refugee Nurul Amin Shah Alam in Buffalo. The DHS Release Transparency Act would require Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Customs and Border Protection to notify a detainee's chosen point of contact prior to his release from DHS custody. Shah Alam's death came after he was released from Erie County Jail into the supervision of Border Patrol agents who offered him a ride, then dropped him off at a closed Tim Hortons in Black Rock. His body was found miles away on Perry Street days later. His death was later ruled a homicide. Kennedy plans to officially unveil his legislation this morning in Niagara Square. The 514 Memorial Foundation confirmed it will receive a total of $9 million from the state to help create the new living memorial in honor of the people who were killed in the racially motivated mass shooting at Tops on Jefferson 4 years ago. The foundation also officially introduced the construction management team that'll oversee the building of the project, which will include a reflective garden, memorial space, and healing center just blocks away from where the shooting occurred. Leadership from Buffalo Construction Consultants and MWBE Constructors discussed pre-construction planning, budgeting, scheduling, and project development.
One of the biggest things that we'll be working on is right-sizing those projects, the scope of work, so that there is enough work for businesses to participate in pre-construction, post-construction, and then just continuing to invest in the community. There's a big backyard that we have, but we have a big list of contractors who are pre-vetted, and then we'll continue to vet and start doing that early before there's even shovels in the ground.
And the foundation also received a $6,000 check from the Buffalo Fashion Runway, which was raised from the organization's Black Carpet Series. All right, Mr. Hammer, a beautiful morning out there, and you grudgingly came back inside.
Under protest. But management got involved and the lawyers called and I had to come down.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be off the roof, but it was sure fine to be up there. Beautiful conditions, sunshine, and a day like yesterday, but even a little warmer, a little bit better. Temperatures in the 70s. I don't know. To me, 70s is just ideal. 80s is fine, but you start getting the upper 80s, close to 90, getting a little hot and humid. 70s with low humidity. Oh, just wonderful. Tomorrow, close to 80, but still humidity levels will be in check. By Friday, they're going to creep up a little bit. Okay, and certainly by the weekend, because we're going to have some rain showers around Saturday and parts of Sunday. There is the clear sky overhead and nothing happening, just very quiet, really coast to coast, not much happening weather-wise. That can be the case. Sometimes you have the jet stream racing across the country, bringing inclement weather state to state. When the weather pattern is like this, everything's kind of slowed down. It's turned into molasses. Very little movement of weather systems. And the dominant weather systems are the fair kind, the kind that don't bring much cloud cover, more high pressure. And that's what we have. And that high will slowly sink south. And as it does so, more of a southerly wind will develop around it by the end of the week. And that will increase our humidity levels a bit and also open the door for some rain showers Saturday, Sunday. And the jury is still out as to how long the showers last into Sunday. Right now, we're going to go temperatures today in the mid-70s, upper 70s, it appears, tomorrow. And then as we take a look at the weekend, so here's Friday. Friday looks fine. There are the showers on Saturday, Saturday night. But watch what happens here. The showers quickly push off to the south and east. All right, that's one scenario, and one that's been kind of consistent. There's another one where the rain hangs on a little longer into Sunday afternoon. So right now, I feel a little bit better about the rain being on the move, because that's just kind of what, I don't know. You don't like when your weatherman says, I don't know. But sometimes you got to be honest. We just don't have a clear enough picture to see how quickly the rain will push off on Sunday. We'll have a far better idea, I think, by tomorrow. All right, clear skies tonight. And then by tomorrow, sunshine, upper 70s, close to 80. So we do have showers in the forecast, focused on Sunday morning. If the rain is on the move, we could have a very pleasant Sunday afternoon, which would be great news. But we gotta watch this forecast closely. Low 70s, it looks like, into next week. Peter.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. But Saturday looks like Saturday kind of looks like a complete washout, right?
Okay, no.
I mean, looking at that all green all day Saturday on your
I see what you're saying.
On your future.
Yep.
Radar.
That's very astute. I think I know exactly what you're saying.
Because there are outdoor events on Saturday.
I know, but
people need to do chores and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So just for looking ahead.
I think the amount of green that you saw, which was accurate, wasn't really conducive of a summertime rain pattern. Okay, I think it should be more hit and miss rather than widespread rain, and that's what. Oh, Pete, one last thing. That's what happens when you look at longer range stuff, okay?
Yes.
It's less resolute. It's less defined because we're looking at a 5 or a 6 day forecast. It's hard to be real specific. When we get closer, you'll see that green on the map a little more specific and more timed out.
Yeah, and that's the point I was hoping you'd point out. We're 3 days out. This isn't really as accurate as might be 2 days from now because I'm looking at that future radar as all our viewers are saying, ugh.
Remember what that is. It's a tool, okay?
Yes.
It is not, no matter what you look at on your phone, any kind of weather models, it's not gospel.
Right.
Okay? It's an idea of a weather pattern and how it may look day 4 or 5. One little shift in the current conditions can change things down the road. So my point is, it gives you an idea, but you can't lock in just yet specifics, okay?
Perfect. All right.
Am I covering myself enough?
Yeah, so you're saying it's going to be sunny and beautiful both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's it.
All right. We've got some other questions that Patrick and I won't be able to answer coming up right after the break. Stay with us. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Daybreak on WGRZ Plus. And how well do you know the city of Buffalo? You can show off your knowledge.
Dude, come on. Sitting next to you, this is nuts. This guy knows everything about Buffalo.
I do not.
Yes,
I do not. Anyway, you can test your Queen City knowledge this evening for a good cause. Joining us, Tony Astron from Roswell Park to tell us about a big event coming up tonight. And I noticed you got the Ride for Roswell hat on and the Buffalo Sports Garden logo on.
I do, and I thank them so much for hosting the event tonight. It'll take place starting at 6:30, although trivia will get kicking off around 7. We've listed to 9. We'll probably be done around 8:30. But a lot of great things happening, not just trivia. There is, of course, this Bills basket raffle. If you can't make it tonight, you can get it online. Look for us on social media or search up Team Roswell Rollers through the Ride for Roswell page. And it's 1 for 5, 3 for 10. But all of these great things you see here, and this is kind of hidden.
I think you picked that up. Yeah, pick that up and show it off. Yeah,
it's just some extra things as well. But valued at over $175. Perfect for tailgaters. A little bit of memorabilia signed by Micah Hyde there. But if you love the Bills, but hey, that's what we had to do, right? It's Buffalo Sports Garden, so it has to be Buffalo sports, and it has to be Buffalo trivia.
And also, this is something that you'll get if you're lucky enough to win it, but the entire community benefits from it, from people coming out. Tell me about that.
That's what it's all about. Team Roswell Rollers, we like to put the fun in fundraising, as we say. And instead of going around asking for donations, we put on events. We had a huge bowling event just about a month and a half ago at Tonawanda Bowling Center. We've done 2 other trivia nights as well at Winesmith and then just recently at Island Lanes in Grand Island. So this is one of our final events taking place. We would rather put on events, have some levity, because cancer is, it's difficult. It touches everybody. It's insidious. But we know that every single dollar that's raised, you never know when your dollar that you put in, whether it's for this basket, coming to the event, helping somebody out, is that extra hurdle needed to find the next great treatment. And we're seeing improvements all the time. That's what it's all about. Our team, we have people that we've lost because of cancer. We have people who are fighting cancer. And we just want to do whatever we can to create a little bit of hope and some fun, and then raise money. And make it fun doing it.
And the challenge, because we've got a lot of people at the station that take part in the Ride for Roswell. I do the 11-day power play. And the challenge is all of your friends are raising money for the same thing. So you've got to get creative and offer different things because people get kind of fundraisered out.
Yes.
And it's a matter of coming up with an event that's fun for them. We do a big music event at Sportsman every year. But this is something that people would go to normally and just go out for a great evening.
Absolutely. Well, and Buffalo Sports Garden is a great place to do it. Their staff is just impeccable. Food is delicious, but it's a fun place. I think what people think about when they think Buffalo Sports Garden is this is where I can go if I need to watch something sports-wise. There are TVs everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and that's I put it out as a vote to our team. I said, where should we do it in the South Towns? And overwhelmingly, that's what they said. So I said, okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do a Buffalo Bills basket, and we're going to make a Buffalo-themed trivia. So we got 3 rounds, 10 questions each, and I'm calling on the community to come on out. If you think you know your stuff, give me a shot. And if you don't like the questions, I'm the person to blame because I've created them.
Perfect. Well, we're going to get a little taste of what you can expect tonight. Let's do some trivia. You're trying to get us to go and log into our phone.
We use Kahoot to do trivia. So if you do have your phones out, you can just scan the code and it's going to get you right in. And then when our producers in the back, both your names are going to pop up there. They'll get you in, and then he'll hit the start button. And we've just put 3 very, very simple questions just to give our viewers a taste of what this looks like. Kahoot is a lot of fun. Kahoot is really a way to make things interactive. You're going to see the graphics that pop up there.
All right.
And there's lots of things you can do with it. We do basically just a simple multiple choice for answers. But once you get in, there's Pete. Pete is on there.
Yes.
We're just waiting for Patrick.
Hold on.
He's getting in. We won't start without you.
Hold on. There we go.
But yeah, Kahoot is really a great way to keep things interactive. What we're going to do tonight, and what we have done at previous teams, is that what your team is, whether it's 1 to 2 or 3 to 4, there's different prices for that. Just one person needs that controller, and then it's however fast you buzz in, and if it's the correct answer, you get more points, and it tallies in real time. So we're good. Okay. He's going to start. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Do you tap the emoji? Is that how you buzz in?
You'll see the 4 choices. There's 4 choices. So there we go. Daybreak Trivia. All right, get ready for your first question. Well, actually, that's just an opening screen. So there you go. You see what we're doing. All right, now he's going to flip up to the next one. Here we go. All right, here's a freebie. Just select the blue option to win. So who's going to do it fast?
Wait.
Clearly Pete's got it. And it's trying to refresh you guys.
I'm a bit too swift.
Wait, what? It said, what's the blue option?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, got it.
Oh, somebody else is playing too.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know who the mystery person is.
Oh, wow.
All right, so then he'll just hit next up at the top right corner. There we go.
Oh, Alex. Thanks for joining.
All right, but Pete's in the lead. Pete's got the fastest finger. Okay, so this is one of the questions for tonight. So anybody watching this, you're getting a little bit of heads up. Can Jam was invented in Buffalo, but drew inspiration from a similar game in Tonawanda in the late 1970s called, was it disc slot? Try saying that 5 times fast.
I did it too fast and I got it wrong.
Saucer horseshoes, can slam, or garbage can frisbee. What was it originally called before it became Can Jam?
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
That was right.
So stumped 2. Patrick's got it. All right. So we're going to hit next. See the scores?
Oh, nice.
All right, we've only got one question.
I got him by 1,000.
Here we go. Last question. The best looking person of the Daybreak crew is...
Okay,
That's a giveaway.
Is it Pete, Melissa, Patrick, or they're all beautiful in their own way?
Okay, I voted
You voted for Melissa and I voted for Melissa because we're gentlemen.
I voted for you because of your blue eyes.
You don't have good eyes, do you?
We are waiting for one last person, probably Alex, to put in his answer. He's like, oh no, who do I put in? I'm going to get fired if I do this wrong.
Let's see.
Oh, y'all got it wrong.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Oh, you're all beautiful in your own way.
We voted for
But
that's
look at
what
that.
makes
Okay, look at this.
Well, look at that. So Alex finishes
good
third.
job.
See, you started off strong, Pete, but you know, it's
that
the
question
winner.
2 saved me.
Yeah.
So that's what's really fun
Look at
about
that.
Kahoot Trivia.
That
is
is
you
really
can see
cool.
you can see the scores tally in real time, and it makes it interactive.
Absolutely.
And that's how we roll.
And you know, I think what that last question proved is we're such great teammates. Everyone voted for a different person.
Oh,
There
really?
you go. It's a lot of love in this room.
I mean, everybody's beautiful.
So, very good. All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Tony. And one more
Thanks for
time.
having me.
What time and where?
6:30 Buffalo Sports Garden in Orchard Park on Southwestern Boulevard. And again, if you can't make it out, get it on the basket raffle. And if you can't come out to one of our events or other things, just there's so many people doing Ride for Roswell. Donate, be generous, be kind, because it makes a difference.
Yeah, or you can donate directly to Ride for Roswell.
You can do that too, absolutely.
Right. Very cool.
We are going to take a quick break, but we'll have more Daybreak on the other side. Thanks, Tony. All right, welcome back. It is now we're going to be talking about one of Buffalo's favorite summer pastimes.
Oh, yeah.
You've been out at Larkinville all morning long,
Yeah.
talking to the Queen of Larkinville, Leslie.
Yes,
Isn't she great?
Such a gem. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
her so much. She is so sweet, and she is so passionate about Larkinville and the creation and how it started versus where it is now is really beautiful.
Well, it's the vision of her and her husband Howard, and just what it's become is kind of incredible.
We
And
were talking about how we needed you there to talk about all the history of all the different.
I know, he
buildings
got
that are
into it a
there.
little bit on the show about, it was called the hydraulic building.
the neighborhood was the hydraulics.
The hydraulics.
Because of the hydraulic canals. But the Larkin or the Larkin building is one of the old Larkin soap company buildings.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of Amazon, only long before Amazon. But yeah, that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
We're talking about the 13th season of Food Truck Tuesdays.
13 years. They're back today. So from 5 to 8 tonight, you can head on over. They'll have over 20 different food trucks. It's one of their favorite traditions. People really come out. It's completely free. So I was able to meet up with a food truck operator this morning, and he told us a little bit about what you can expect from Food Truck Tuesday.
We're looking forward to being back at Larkin, feeding everyone. We're relaunching the food truck, so we're definitely excited to be part of it with the music, the people, the food, the other food trucks, and just being part of the environment.
Give us an idea of some of the things people could get from your truck and expect from if they want to come out and eat at your truck.
Our top sellers are really our barbecue chicken, our Kahlua pork, our beef short ribs, our chicken katsu, our crispy shrimp. We have burritos, sandwiches, desserts, so a lot of items to choose from.
Gianna, what is your favorite item on the menu?
The chicken katsu for sure.
Okay, I might have to order that then. And John, give us a idea of what it's like to be here in Larkin. Why do you keep coming back? There's plenty of events out there, but why is Larkin one of the places you guys like to come?
The people, the music, the environment. It's a great atmosphere to come down and enjoy the environment here that they put together. It's been many years and very successful. So just being part of this, part of the community, it's nice.
Yeah, so that was John from Buffalo Hawaiian Barbecue. Just everything sounded amazing, and that's just one of the options there. They try and have all sorts of different stuff, and one of the cool things is because one of their sponsors is Independent Health, every single food truck there has to have a healthy option, which is pretty cool.
That's like the rules.
Because sometimes you think about food trucks and you think, oh, I don't want to
Greasy.
really go out to eat, or I'm not going to feel super great after. But on a weeknight, it's an easy thing to take your family to. It's super family friendly, and you can also get healthy options too. Which is nice.
And also they're bringing in different options because a couple of years back they brought in some of the food trucks come in from Rochester. So you're getting a flavor. It changes every week.
Yes, and one of my favorite things that John mentioned earlier this morning was he was talking about one of their most popular items is their Hawaiian barbecue plate. And, Rochester girl, I'll take on a garbage plate, all sorts of different stuff.
So how would
options.
a place like Brisket Daddy make a healthy option?
Well, you'll have to go try it.
I got to try it.
Yeah.
I mean, is it?
Well, how about a smoked chicken plate?
But is that okay? Okay.
It's chicken's chicken.
Chicken's chicken. That's healthy, right?
Yeah.
There
And
you go.
Okay.
Independent Health actually goes through and you have to submit your healthy option, and they go through and they say yes or no, and they make suggestions on how you can change it. It's just kind of a cool thing to think about. And then on top of that, there's always music and things like that going on too.
Maybe if they put a little garnish on it, it becomes healthy.
Well, I'd be
They
arguing.
Put a little lemon wedge.
I'd be arguing. What do you mean French
piece of
fries?
lettuce.
What do you mean French fries aren't out? It's a vegetable.
All potatoes
Put a
are healthy.
little parsley on it. That's fine. That's a veggie.
Yeah, but it's not only Food Truck Tuesday that we've got Live at Larkin.
Live at Larkin on Wednesdays, and so there's all sorts of free activities there. You can go and listen to the music, and there'll be food trucks, I'm pretty sure, at Live at Larkin as well.
Kind of the theme that they originally had in mind was just a place for the community to hang out.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much the theme of everything
right.
they do down there, right?
Yeah, there's
Right.
so much seating. She said bring blankets, bring chairs. They're encouraging families to come, bring your kids. It's super family friendly. And like you said, a good place to hang out, especially on a Tuesday, which is kind of an off day where there isn't a whole lot going on. You kind of get down there, free parking, so it's really accessible for people, especially families.
And they still have the pickleball courts too.
Yes, they just repainted them. I asked Leslie about this. They just repainted them. The pickleball courts will be opening in 2 days because they had to restripe them, probably because of active use. But yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because I have a power game, and I just kept tearing up the.
You were wearing out. Your forehand side of the court was just getting worn out. Backhand, not so much.
Hey, you're bad-mouthing my backhand? Come on. Give you a backhand. All right.
Wow.
That's great. It's a family show. Come on, we love each other.
I voted you best looking, and you want to hit me.
Oh, no, I don't. Have a great day, everyone. It's 9:29, 61 degrees. See you tomorrow.